You did.
Boom! We are off with another episode of Booze Your Daddy, the podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Alan Snyder, here with my boy, terrified of high schoolers on a train. It's Zach Elias. What's up, buddy?
I really am. Especially one on Circumcision Gomez. That has lingered with me. I didn't realize I said it. Now it just pops in my head. It's funny.
Booze Your Daddy, the podcast. Tuesdays, we do it live. Saturdays, we post it later. Got a whole gaggle of episodes. If this is your first time, if this is your last time, we welcome you. Share the episode. Give us a good rating. And remember, the next time you're on a cruise ship, don't jump into the ocean. Enjoy the B-minus food of the buffet. And tell somebody about this podcast, because we like when people love us, but we love when people hate us.
I told two people today. They work in advertising. They do a Chick-fil-A commercials. I golfed with them. I said, could I be on it? One of them joked that was like the wrong demo. They want Christian people. But yeah, I did say, I made the face for radio joke, and they go, you should have a radio show. I go, funny, you should mention that. And we went on from there. They're not listening, but maybe they are.
Got a great episode planned for tonight, but before we get into it, Zach, why don't you tell everybody what you are drinking?
I think the last of these monies, which way does it go? There it is. The can is great. The Manziel is great. All of it's just terrific. What are you drinking?
Well, it's a surprise to me going back to my Mets cup. Did they score a run today? No, right?
One. It's 1-1.
It is chocolate truffle stout,
Ew.
Munson's chocolate, Thomas Hooker Brewery, which is another Bloomfield, Connecticut. Shout out Big Mike. I don't look at these, so I can't read it too fast. Yeah, I assume this has a ton. This is going to be dessert. 7.1% alcohol by volume. How you doing?
Imagine you being Munson out here in the middle of nowhere.
Release the Kraken.
Oh, I spritched all over them. Everything's all wet now.
This thingy fell apart.
It did.
L'chaim.
Oh, yeah. Fuck, this is all foamy. It's money.
Zach, how was your Father's Day?
Sure. Well, my softball game got rained out. Then I had to go do brunch with my father. It was fine. Then we had to drive to Jersey for dinner with Jenna's parents. It's a triple marathon. Yours, E2?
Well, I thought Zoe would do something nice for you. I wasn't getting into your father never loved you too much, but...
None. No, she got me a card. That was plenty. Well, she was going to let me play my softball game, which would have been nice. But then...
Well, Julia decided to do something special for me.
Does she?
It was Father's Day, episode 286. Calling this one?
Please touch? Ooh, what'd you get to touch?
Julia
took for everything.
Julia took me to Philadelphia, where we went to the Please Touch Museum.
Ooh. Honka honka?
Sadly, G-rated. It was something where little kids get to go play with all the crap.
There should be an X-rated one.
Right? Go ahead.
But they can't all be winners. Like, it's a curtain. You might get some guy's hog. Oh, you don't know what you're getting. You might get a great set of tits. And then they go with a curtain, and you see what you're working with.
I mean this really, really seriously. Why can't there be a strip club where you can touch?
I don't know.
It's consent, and it's not sex. Why can't you touch?
I mean, that's what happens in the Chardonnay room, isn't it?
When we went to Costa Rica and we saw everything that was going on there, I have a friend, can't name him, and he says, we need to come up with this idea in America and call it Enhanced Strip Club Experience.
I wanted topless hooters. Like, what there should be just different types of these, different echelons.
What's the problem with the idea? I don't
Nothing.
see... What?
Nothing's the problem with it. It's an upgraded echelon. It's something in between a strip club and a whorehouse. It's a gap in the market. Now, how frisky can you get becomes the problem. Everyone's different, has different, grip strength at the honka honka.
So we went to the Please Touch Museum, which was the biggest misnomer that's ever been invented. And then as we're driving around, we're 1 minute from our destination in the middle of Drexel University. And I go, are we going to Deepy-Dough? Do you know what that is?
Yeah, of course. It's like 6 in Western Mass. They use a full stick of butter per calzone.
Oh, that's why it tastes so good? Oh, shit.
Yeah, we used to have a guy in our house used to work at a DP-Dough. We got all the inside baseball. Don't eat DP-Dough.
Do you know anybody that worked there one night at the University of Maryland?
Probably you or Jim Henson.
I don't think it was around when he was back there, but I did one night there, and I was just like, I can't do this. I just wanted money, and I was getting like $5 an hour and a calzone.
Those things will kill you.
I didn't know there was a stick of butter. I feel way worse.
Full stick per calzone.
So fattest thing I did was we had 3 of them because I ate one in the backseat of the car.
In one back seat, I hate eating in the car. Who was driving?
Julia was driving. I was feeding Milo the tater tots.
It doesn't sound like it.
I had one. She had one. We got home, and then I was so fat we ordered one for when we got home the next day because we were like, it's so far. I wanted one.
She allows eating in the lyric.
Well, when you have a 2-year-old, there's a lot of eating in the lyric.
Minimal. I never liked eating in the car. Zoe can eat later.
You're a great
And you know what makes
father.
me insane? When they throw up in the car. I get through the roof. I can't take it. I go nuts. Window open, head out. I'm like Ace Ventura, yelling though.
I don't think he's ever done it bad in her car, but he destroyed my car once. Like, just everywhere.
We had like high-end, like really good vomit bags. They had a plastic rim. It was quality stuff. You see where the extra dollar goes.
The worst was, it was on the way to school. I get there, he's covered in vomit, and they go, you can't bring him in here today. I go, what do you want me to do? Julia was in Vegas at that time. I think she went to the Sphere to see fish.
Cool. That sounds like fun.
I wish she would never do that to me. That'd be divorce.
So what'd you say to that little Italian teacher of his?
Nothing.
Just
Goodbye. I said goodbye today. Today I said goodbye. It was her last day. With us.
Ever?
No, we're graduating to the next one. Get ready for one of those Get ready next week for a picture of, like, starting a new class.
I fucking hate little kid graduations. Isn't, like, graduating 4th grade just the law?
Zachy passed the 4th grade.
Exactly.
Zach, give jerky, be quirky.
All right. I don't know why this is a thing, but, like, who's measuring this shit? Meet the 80-year-old man who held a plank for 50 minutes and learn how he stays fit. Who the fuck gives a shit? I mean, I guess I do because we're reading it, but
that's pretty
he's
long.
a Florida man, by the way. It's a long time to do anything. At 80, you don't have that many minutes left. You're going to spend an hour of your life planking?
50
It just seems like a bad use of his golden age, his golden years.
That is a lot. When you do the math, because you don't really know when the end is coming, but say it's 82, he's going to look back and go like, I spent 1% of my last couple of...
Yeah. Now, we've talked a lot about teachers, and this seems to be real prevalent right now. Teachers stripping kids.
Ugh.
Didn't happen as much when we were kids. At least they weren't reporting on it. Married teacher accused of scream mask orgies with students is forced to sell her home where the sick act took place. I mean, that was not my math teacher when I was a kid.
That's a good picture. I've seen this girl. She's bigger and shorter than you want her to be.
But not when you're 16, she's not. She's perfect for what you want.
Is she breathing?
Yeah, exactly.
Good.
And willing and able. You know what? Still would at 16 with the glasses. Like, what do I care? Screaming just to sell the house? Like, that's a tough purchase. As a realtor, it's like, what? Hey, what's the history of this house? Well, the scream sex orgies took place here. Pass.
Do you realize when people have a house where there was a murder or anything terrible, nobody cares that it's 10% markdown? Nobody.
No. Well, it depends how terrible. It depends how good the house is.
Does it?
Yeah, it does. To a degree. And that depends. Not Epstein Mansion, but they had to demolish that thing.
Wait, Epstein Mansion? Oh, keep going. I got to clean your clock at some point.
Oh, am I on the list? The Epstein list?
You're on a list.
Uh-oh. Okay, mystery man named Mr. Cash Drop hides money all around New Jersey. Have you seen this guy? He's just hiding cash, like straight cash, homie.
Come to Long Branch.
We found $500, Cassie, a 20-something from Jersey City, told the Post, of the gold strike of a payday. Someone else found $10. Like, he's just hiding cash around. He has 125 social media followers, 1,000 social media followers. Follow this guy and just find cash. It seems like a thing. This idiot and what's clearly your next door neighbor, Jersey, they found $500.
My next door
Fucking
neighbor
Jersey.
hasn't said 3 words to me in 3 years. This morning I got a hello.
We're graduating. We use to fuck off tomorrow. Now, I burned this story by accident, trying to send you something else. Toxic foot-long worms are invading the U.S. I'm terrified.
I didn't read your article. I don't really
You
care.
better not have, because I sent it with the Orioles guy, but like literally there are toxic worms that look like that. They're all over the place. So like, we gotta move, right? When the worms come in,
Where do you want to go? Mars?
I don't know, but they're the hammerhead flatworm.
1
Great
foot?
90s band name.
How fast do they move?
Faster than you. No, they're probably pretty slow, but like they go in packs.
Okay.
It's pretty nasty stuff. Okay. Grandma allegedly drugged grandkids and locked them in cages so she could go out. Meemaw makes us stay in the dog cage. Yeah, chef's kiss. Now, that said, that's Meemaw.
She looks nice.
I mean, yeah, I'd
Low
get a
bar,
dog
buddy.
cage in there. What?
If you turn that into a game and you're like, all right, Meemaw's going out. Y'all got to behave now. Okay, Meemaw, I'll do this for one. Like, how much is too much time? 2 hours? 3 hours?
In the dog cage?
Yes.
Am I in there with Meemaw, or are they just in the cage? No.
The kids are.
20 minutes in a dog cage is too much time. It's not okay. The dog pishes in there.
No. It's the cage
Davina
is just
Marks,
for
she's from Oklahoma. Go on, the cage is for what? It's a functional unit of a cage, I guess.
Yeah, I think that the kids have only been in the cage, and Meemaw has not had dogs in them.
So it's just a person cage.
Yes.
Why does Meemaw own a cage? She's a cage lady.
I always said that this would be a great idea to punish a kid. Because, like, I'm never going to hit my son, and you put him in their room with their toys, put him in a big dog cage. Let him think about it.
You're an animal.
No, he's an animal.
In that scenario, he is, yes. Now, you yell at me for lighting up Zoe. I'm like an Italian mom screaming and throwing stuff. I lose my shit. Exactly. You are going to be a minus.
I got a zero.
Anyway, yeah, you would put Milo in the cage?
He is nothing but perfect, so I'm not sure what
At
we're
this
gonna do.
point, I've seen him be a crayon. But at this point, you can put him in like a cat carrier. He's little.
Yeah, he's the best.
Although he has to get the muggy head through it. It's not easy. A wide berth. I can't say muggy head?
No, that's our word.
I can say.
It's the M word.
Terrific. Now, I had this, and then Tommy Two Tits burned it on Facebook the other day I saw, but a shark falls out of the sky on unsuspecting disc golfer in South Carolina. Bingo. Just everything. Shark falling out of the sky onto a frisbee golfer. Yeah, you got me.
Are you a frolfer?
I am not, but I have frothed. There's the fucking shark. It's a little hammerhead.
Where did that come from?
The sky.
That's not how that works.
Okay, so here's what actually happened. It was a bird picked it up and were like eating it for lunch or something and then dropped it on the person. But like the details aren't as much fun as just, it's raining sharks on a frisbee golfer.
Have you ever met a frolfer that you thought, wow, this guy's awesome?
No.
No.
They're just the worst.
They are. It's low.
But some of the things they can do are incredible. I will give those when they hook it around and put it into the hole.
Their problem is
chain thing.
It's all they talk about, and you're like, okay, moving on.
So I've never engaged one. I won't. Like I play the real thing. I play the hard stuff. And we don't associate or think they're part of our ilk.
Please touch.
I choose not to. Bumbling alleged would-be arsonist accidentally sets themselves on fire. The video is okay. It's not nearly as good as the cop who tases the guy and sets him on fire, because that's a 10.
All time.
These guys were about to go. They're in Australia. They were South Australia, South Central, like Southie. But they're in Southie, and they were going to go light a thing on fire. The guy douses it in gasoline, goes back for more gasoline. On the way back to his car, he blows himself up, and now the car is totally ablaze. So there's.
This sounds
I know
like
you can't see these, but that's what the car and he looked like.
It sounds like Australian lightning.
Perhaps it is. Did you see the drunk? And this is because she was hot too. Drunk Southwest passenger who grabbed a woman's hair in meltdown. She's an NYC artist like Steve Madden. The cute one with the glasses.
I did see this, but the video is you can't see the person. You just see all the melee.
Oh no, you see the melee. Then you see her yelling at they go, get on the ground. She goes, I'll get on the ground. Okay, great. Then she goes, shut the fuck up, don't touch me. And then she called the person like a fat pig and your outfit sucks. She was the stewardess outfit, like they assigned wear.
She was roasting the lady, and the person's like, cool, get on handcuffs. Can we get some handcuffs here?
She's wearing like a Von Dutch hat too, and she's pulling people's hair.
You only read this? You didn't see the video?
I saw it. She goes, your boyfriend's dick is 2 inches long. She's just like a lunatic. She's just going through them, and then she says, I can't breathe. She just went for it. She is just incredible.
The Fresh Princess of No Air?
Fat, what?
The Fresh Princess of No Air?
Ooh, that's excellent.
I sent you a text earlier. You didn't even laugh. Shut up.
It's better for her, though, because she's up in the air. And the no-nonsense judge in Texas that scolds a man in court because that's your ace?
It's up there. Go on.
So it looks like his shirt says like world's best father, but it says world's best farter. Just I can see what your shirt says. The shirt is an absolute,
It's an amazing shirt.
It is an amazing shirt. World's best farter. Terrific stuff.
But my problem with this...
one.
Okay, that it's pretty high up there for me. That shirt is not... It doesn't matter what it says. When you go to court, you have to dress up. You have to look nice.
Maybe he did. That might be his best stuff.
Well, there's no chance that he misspell or he chose to wear world's best farter. Mm-hmm. I've seen this so many times where people are wearing a cat shirt, a hair bonnet. You have to look nice in front of a judge.
Yeah. The only time I've ever gone, I wore a suit.
Yes. The only 3 times I've ever gone, I wore a suit.
Twice, huh?
It's always... it's nothing bad. It's always...
But when I went to jury duty, I dressed like absolute shit. Like, literally warm-up pants and maybe this shirt.
Yeah, jury duty, I didn't dress up. And maybe I think I was presentable. So nice.
No, I wanted to look shitty.
Oh, so they didn't pick
before I got my moment.
You saw they got rid of a juror at Diddy's trial?
Yeah.
Apparently lied about so many things.
Yeah. Like, there shouldn't be juries, see? A professional juror wouldn't have had that problem. Call back.
Is that your one?
Yeah, that was my ace. That was my Duke.
Hey, Zach, what you watching?
We have finished. We're caught up on Poker Face, and we have started Stick.
It's golf.
Oh, it's excellent. Oh, no. You're so bitter of anything golf. It's very good. Owen Wilson is just playing Wedding Crashers. The same character, just older. I like the kid. I like the woman, and Mark Maron is good, too.
He does. Owen Wilson's like,
his hands got real old.
I'm going to play golf. He needs to get his nose fixed before I can take him seriously.
What do you care about his nose?
It looks like silly putty that they squeeze together.
Yeah. Okay. See, Ron Katz like Stick. Next week should be fun. Without their sourpuss over there. Yeah. Well, what are you watching?
I got highly recommended to watch a Netflix movie called Nona's Cafe, Nona's Club. Have you seen this?
My mother-in-law said with Vince Vaughn.
Let me read you the cast.
My
off the top of my
mother-in-law
head.
loves this movie.
Vince Vaughn, Talia Shire, Lorraine Bracco, Susan Sarandon,
Yeah.
Drea De Matteo, Joe, what's his face that was married to Sofia Vergara, and then there's a couple
Manganiello, a bunch of Italians.
Yeah. You have the guy who played Jackie Aprile in The Sopranos.
Always good.
Yeah. Movie stinks. Movie was horrible. Oh, and the chick from Dead to Me, not Christina Applegate, the other one. The movie is unwatchable. I'm just going to go ahead and spoil it for you. Guy buys an Italian restaurant, hires 4 old... Not Jewish. Guy hires 4 old Italian grandmothers. That's the movie.
You would have been better off with the guy buys a deli and hires 4 boobies, because then you've got a movie. You can just rip it right off.
Hey, Zach, want to make a movie?
A little bit. Ron Katz, can you produce?
I was sitting there, and 10 minutes in, I said, Julius, I can write the rest of this movie. He either is profitable or he's not. That's the end of it.
No, he's got to bang the grannies. Now we've got a film.
By the way, the fact that you did bang like the Italian, like, hey,
Hey, yo.
He got bang.
Yeah.
Zach, I want my 3 favorite words. Because I said last week I would get you an update.
Okay, you were right. Why?
Remember we talked about the Breaking Bad house lady who's been hosing down people who come to take a picture? So I went online and I found out how much that house is worth. I'm going to give you a comp for all the other houses on the street because it's little boxes on the hillside.
You give me a CMA?
Well, what? The
Comparative market analysis? I can't wait.
Country Music Awards?
Yeah, that would be nice too.
Every other house on that street is under $400,000. Call it $380,000. How much is the Breaking Bad house to the point that the lady should not be hosing people down?
Probably 1, 2.
$4 million.
Fuck out of here.
Zach. Remember
I said, you know what? She's a $4 millionaire. She has the right to hose you down.
Wait, you still lose. You said if the house is worth enough, then she can't host people
down. It's not
down.
enough.
That's not enough. What do you
No,
want?
let him hose.
$40 million.
Because she's not selling it. It's worth zero until she sells it.
It's going to be worth something. It's only going to go. House is going up.
Right, but she's not selling it. So right now she's hose them down. And if she has that kind of money now, she can get a much better hose, a fire hose.
Pimps up.
Let her rip. Pimps up, hose down. What?
Pimps up, hose down.
Pretty good.
Got a HIPPAnonymous.
So do I.
You want to go first?
No, you go.
I have a patient the other day that had a hip replacement. I show up, knock on the door when I'm supposed to get there. She opens it, very nice lady. I said, "Hi, my name's Alan. I'm your physical therapist." She goes, turns around, throws up everywhere. I was like, are you okay? She goes, "I think it's the pain medication." I'm like, I hope it's the pain medication.
It's the pate. Wait, what?
A lot of times it happens when you take either an opioid for pain or from the anesthesia. She vomited everywhere. And I was like, "Are you taking Zofran? Are you doing anything?" And she's like, she's not. She's now doing much better. But it's the first time in maybe 15 years I've had a patient just vomit on command.
It's disgusting. She vomit the rest of the time too?
One more time.
It's The Exorcist.
Hit the toilet one more time during our session.
But, you didn't see it the second time?
No, I could hear it, though.
That's The Exorcist. That's disgusting.
You go.
The power of Christ compels you. Jenna might have killed a guy. It's not my HIPPAnonymous. It's
Join the
HIPPAnonymous
club!
adjacent. Well, no, it's a half a kill at best. So, she fitted some guy for a hearing aid, and it didn't work, didn't take, whatever, had to come back. Then he didn't come back, and we think he might have died. No one really knows how he died, but it might have been a car accident, and she's all nervous that, he couldn't hear oncoming traffic. She's very nervous that it was about her hand. I don't think she killed a guy. She thinks she did something a half a kill. Probably a quarter kill in reality, but, he didn't make his next appointment. So, there's that.
Pishadoo of the week. I had 11 candidates. We're down to 10. Let's get going. I heard this story that we can go in a lot of angles. There's a dog walking company. It's called Big Rover, Dog Rover, where the walker...
It's called Rover.
Sure.
My sister does it for some cash.
I thought she didn't work.
No, that's not great work. Oh, please, your sister drives Uber.
Person went into the client's house, went up to their jewelry room, stole something stupid like $500,000 worth of jewelry, and now there's cameras. They're in all the trouble.
Yeah.
If you have a $500,000 worth of jewelry lying around, you deserve to have it taken.
I don't know. You just deserve to be smarter about it than having the Rover guy. What's he doing snooping? Don't they vet people?
Snooping? They had to go get the dog.
Ugh, terrible. No, I don't like it. I don't like theft.
Okay, your friends and neighbors. If you have a $500,000 worth of jewelry lying around, a fool and his money shouldn't be parted.
Maybe, but this Rover knows how to move that kind of ice?
Yeah, you just go to the pawn shop. I think that's how they got caught.
No. You gotta go to 47th Street and hope it doesn't go into the sidewalk.
I think number 2 candidate's pretty much always going to be UFC from now on because I can generally find something pretty good. You know when they do those silly little Friday night face-offs where sometimes they paint their face, they rip a shirt off, they do whatever? There was one
I've seen The Ultimate Warrior.
This past weekend. Scottish guy. He goes by the Bear Jew, which, tell me more, right? He
stole that, though.
I know he stole it from Inglourious Basterds. He goes out.
Is he a J?
Tries
a lot of them in Scotland.
Tries to intimidate the other person and goes to rip his shirt off and couldn't do it. You immediately put all your money on the other guy after that, right?
You don't bet on the Jewish guy anyway, but when he can't, the stitching is too tight. I can't do it.
He's an absolute animal who specializes in jiu-jitsu. Half of his fights, 100% of his fights, he's on his back getting his face pounded in at some point. Half of them, he submits the guy. The other half of the time, he goes unconscious.
He doesn't ruin their credit.
That would actually be a really good submission. I submit, please. I need a house.
It's terrible. You get that Breaking Bad one for $4.
I got an advertisement the other day for it was shoes with a secret compartment in the heel that you could put anything. Money, drugs, a disk drive. While that sounds like a good thought, if I put anything valuable in my shoe in the heel, I'd walk around all day thinking it's fallen out.
It's a condom shoe. That's really all you're putting in there. You never know. I mean, I don't know what they are, but other people have told me about them.
Terrible. Did you follow the Karen Reed trial at all?
No.
Do you know who she is, what she did?
No. Oh, she's the one who killed her husband?
A boyfriend, allegedly.
Yeah.
She got hit with a drunk driving charge, but she was found innocent. Well, leading up to the jury's decision, she was downright giddy, sitting there as the defendant, smiling, laughing, having a good time. I don't think that's the way you should be. When you're on trial for your life, you probably should sit there pretty stoic.
Yeah. But she's single now, so she's got to look good.
She's not ugly. Have you seen her?
Right, exactly. So, you want to, sex it up a little.
I don't have all the details for this story.
Outstanding.
Silver Airways is an airline where passengers were flying, and mid-destination, maybe they had a connection, the airline goes out of business and the people are just stuck wherever they have to be. They can't get to their final destination.
That's incredible. That's fun.
I don't feel bad for anybody who flies on a non-name airline and then the whole company goes belly up and you're stuck.
But the concept of what you just said is number one. Nothing's beating that. But you're now fucked because you are in a company that went out of your Enron in the sky.
Again, if you're not with a major company and they have a market cap of $30,000, that's a you problem.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you got to stop.
Dude, I've been up since 6. I barely slept last night because I thought I'd miss my tea time. I don't get up that early. I had a 7:24 because I'm like, it doesn't matter.
This past Father's Day, I got a text from my local sushi place that was like, hey, celebrate Father's Day, Izu Sushi. No discount, no coupon, just, hey, don't forget of us on Father's Day. It's like, go fuck yourself. If you're not offering me something here, I cannot believe they reached out to Texas like, yeah, I know you exist. I order from you every now and then. Cannot believe it wasn't like, celebrate dad 10% off.
That's awful. That might have beat the airline.
If you reach out to me with a text to remind, like,
there's got to be a discount.
Yeah, 2 for 1 something.
Yeah, free sake.
Making us look real good.
Sake you do me.
Best farter you already hit.
Yeah, he was great.
I can't stand Stephen A. I don't care about anything. I can't even take his take seriously. Did you see he got caught during the Pacers game sitting there playing solitaire during the game?
I didn't know if that was real or if that was like a meme.
I think that was real.
I think it was real. I saw enough times to do. The worst part of the whole thing, the fuck is he playing solitaire? That's the game?
Okay, the defense to this was the game wasn't going on. It was halftime. It was over.
The game's not good enough. The game he's playing isn't of quality for him.
Agreed.
If he's playing like a little mini NBA Jam because he's bored of the game, no problem with it.
I can't think of a worse game. Maybe Minesweeper? Name another game that you'd be like, what is wrong with you?
Minesweeper would be hysterical to watch him play. It comes down to 2 and flip of a coin at the end. Anyway, yeah, that's a dumb game for him to play. But there is nothing more satisfying when you win. The cards all come at you and then they walk away at the bottom. It's pretty good.
Elements, bronze medal. I ended up on the cutest TikTok the other day. It was called Gems with Miles and John. And it's a dad, I believe it's his son, and they interview famous people. And the one that's been getting a lot of play is him with Lin-Manuel Miranda. And the questions are amazing. Linny is amazing. This TikTok is absolutely blown up. Here's my problem. Anybody's TikTok, Instagram, social media will blow up if you have a goddamn star come on and do a quick interview with a kid.
I could probably make that happen. He lives like 4 blocks from me.
Zach, there's 0 chance he ends up on this podcast.
Not this one, but Zoe could get one. He'd be on in 2 seconds.
Kick in the dick?
That he would do it? I don't know how to get Zoe a podcast.
Okay. I'm just telling you that I'm not impressed by a famous person blowing up a TikTok like this.
Everything in me, and I don't know how I can do it, wants to get it on for next week. Me, Ron Katz, and Lin-Manuel Miranda on this show.
I don't
without
know.
You.
I mean, okay, I think Ron would lose his shit more than I would lose my shit as far as not being on it. But yeah, that'll be.
No, he would be on. Me, Ron, and Lin-Manuel.
I know, but Ron would be ecstatic and I'd be upset. But I think
that would be so exciting for me. Watching Ron get happy and you be sad, it's just terrific theater.
Silver medal. How the Van Gogh sculpture didn't make your list beats me. In some museum somewhere, there was a Van Gogh crystal chair or whatever out in the open at a museum, and some asshole went and took pictures and sat on it. You know what happened to that chair?
Broke.
Everywhere. Just
oh my God.
Everywhere. You know whose fault this was?
The museum.
You should not trust anybody to get close to an exhibit. There should be all types of fail-safes that people cannot even get close to an exhibit.
Yeah. Alarms. If this is a Van Gogh, I'm not making any more of these things.
As simple as, okay, the person was dumb. What if it was an old lady who just tripped and fell onto it? There should be...
Or a fat guy. He's probably embarrassed too.
Yeah, Ron, we were just talking about him.
Oh! Whoa!
That's 3. The best
You hear how he talks to you?
He's the best. And the best one, you're not going to vote for this. It's not going to win until I send you the picture. But your boy, Andrew Cuomo, who's running for mayor and is going to win.
You better win.
He's doing all the yeoman's work right now. He's going to the Jews. He's going to the Italians. I saw him at a Muslim something gathering the other
He's not
day
getting their vote. They got that
where
guy.
they're all wearing turbans. He has on a turban, and
my
his
God.
right-hand guy, who's there, also a white guy standing around in prayer, didn't have a turban, so he went and bought a blue do-rag. The guy has a do-rag. And, like, he's just standing there as his hat. Zach, like, Cuomo was trying. The people were there. This guy's wearing a... He looked like he was in the Crips. It was...
That's hysterical. That's very good.
I'll send you the picture. It should win, but it won't.
Okay.
Dog Rover steals 500K. UFC guy can't rip his shirt. You have a hiding place in the heel of a shoe, which I would never trust. Karen Reed just downright giggly during her defense, but she was found innocent, so maybe she's the genius.
Yeah.
Silver Airways goes belly up mid-flights for
Very
people.
good.
They're stuck at their thing. Hey,
How long are they stuck for? 9 hours, you said?
I didn't say anything, but
Oh.
who cares? Happy Father's Day from Izu Sushi. We want you to remember us. We're not giving you a discount, but just so you know, world's best farter, just wearing the shirt, going to court. Stephen A. not being distracted during a game, but the fact that he was playing solitaire, what an asshole. You have Miles and John's TikTok blowing up because they got a famous person. Fuck you. You get a famous person, you're going to get a bazillion views. The Van Gogh sculpture gets destroyed. The museum's the asshole because they didn't put it behind glass. And the guy with Andrew Cuomo wearing a blue do-rag. Who is the Pishadoo of the week?
I gotta think it's the airline that goes belly up while they're at work. That's insane.
It's bad.
Well, it's a terrible situation. How'd they find out that it went out of business? Is it...
I think the people landed wherever they were, and they're like, we will not be continuing on to your next destination.
Did they even make it to the gate? Or that's like, you guys can walk from here, we're out, guys.
Another time, I have 2 different stories of being at an establishment where it went out of business the time I was literally like, it's 11:59, we are officially closed. I'm like,
That's
yeah,
insane.
but they're like, we're out of business right now.
How did your floor burger taste?
One of them was a restaurant.
Some of that from Under Cheese. Yeah, I think it's the. I think that it's the airline.
Booze your dad of the podcast. Thanks for listening to tonight's episode. We had fun. We're going to keep doing this. Tune in next week for whatever shit show happens. Zach, there's been a bunch of sequels we've been talking about. I heard a rumor they're doing a new Naked Gun with Liam Neeson. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's going to be awful. He doesn't have the same sort of dry
Special skills?
deadpan. Well, he's got those, but he's not funny or deadpan like Leslie Nielsen is. And then Spaceballs 2, I cannot believe they went with the Schwartz Awakens, which is funny. But the search for more money, if they just actually nailed it from like 88 to now, would have been perfect. I'm not happy about that.
Bye-bye.